So we have defined free fall as the motion of an object when an object moves under the action of gravity alone. Okay, like when an object has been dropped from a height or when an object is thrown up. So the sign conventions that we follow for this, for solving the questions which will be based on free fall, we follow the normal Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, all objects if are thrown up, the parameters u, v and s, we are going to take them as positive, and if an object has been dropped, the velocities and the displacement we will take it as negative. ओके, पॉजिटिव वाई डायरेक्शन में जब ऑब्जेक्ट मूव करेगा हम इन पैरामीटर्स को पॉजिटिव लेंगे, जब नेगेटिव वाई डायरेक्शन में मूव करेगा ऑब्जेक्ट हम इन पैरामीटर्स को नेगेटिव लेंगे. एंड जी, स्मॉल जी, एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी, वी आर ऑलवेज गोइंग टू कंसिडर इट एज नेगेटिव. Okay, because it is always in the negative y direction. Okay, so now based on this sign conventions and the concept of free fall, we are solving question number 14 from the back exercise of your NCERT, page 144. Okay, so question number 14 from your NCERT, page 144. It says that an object has been dropped from a height of 19.6 meters. Okay, now whenever the language is that object has been dropped, the object has been released, you will consider u as 0. You have been asked to calculate the velocity with which it will strike the ground. Okay, so to calculate the final velocity, we are using the third equation of motion. V square minus u square is 2as. So v square is to be calculated, u square is 0 given in the question, 2 as it is, a here will be acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so I have substituted minus 9.8 because I take g always negative. Okay, and the displacement here is the height that the object has travelled. So that is 19.6. Again I have taken negative because it is travelling in the negative y direction. So 2 into 9.8 will be 19.6. Another 19.6 is there. So that becomes 19.6 whole square. So the velocity with which the object will strike the ground will be under root of 19.6 square, which will be plus minus 19.6 meter per second. So out of these two answers I select the negative one because the object is moving in the downward direction. So the final velocity will be negative. Okay, so that is negative 19.6 meter per second. It is this velocity with which this object is going to strike the ground. Also here we can calculate the time taken by this object to strike the ground. This part is not there in the question, but just for your understanding, we will be calculating the time it takes to strike the ground. So if we calculate the time taken for this object to reach the ground, that can be calculated using the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. V we have just calculated in the previous step, previous part of the question. It came out to be minus 19.6 meter per second. Okay, u is 0, a is acceleration due to gravity, so we have substituted the value minus 9.8 and t is to be calculated. So rearranging the term, we get t as 2 seconds. So it will take 2 seconds for this object to hit the ground. Alright, so this is example 10.2, page 136 of your NCERT. It says that a car falls off a ledge from a ledge of height say h, and it takes 0.5 seconds to fall. You have to calculate the speed of the car while it strikes the ground, the average speed during this 0.5 seconds, and the height from which it has fallen, the height of this ledge. Okay, so u is 0 because the car has just fallen off the ledge. Okay, t is given in the question 0.5 and g is also mentioned in the question as 10. We are taking it as minus 10 because g is in the negative y direction. So to calculate final velocity, I'll take the first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at. Okay, so v is to be calculated, u is 0, a is acceleration due to gravity, so minus 10, and t is 0.5 given in the question. So calculating we get minus 5 meter per second. What is the negative indicating here? Negative indicates that the car is moving in the negative y direction. It is falling down. Okay. Then B part was to find the average speed during this fall, 0.5 seconds. So since it is a uniformly accelerated motion, so I can use this formula for average speed. Average speed, average velocity magnitude is u plus v by 2. So u is 0, v is minus 5 divided by 2. So that is minus 2.5 meter per second. If I talk about the magnitude of this velocity, it will be simply 2.5 meter per second. Okay, because speed is a scalar quantity. Now the third part, you have to calculate the height of this ledge from where it has fallen. So we can use either of the second or the third equation of motion. So I have taken the second equation of motion. S is ut plus half at square. U 0 है तो first term is 0. Then half a is minus 10 and t square is 0.5 square. So solving and putting the values we get displacement is 1.25 या फिर height is 1.25 meters. Displacement can be negative. Height I have simply written the positive of the same value. Alright. Now here we have calculated average speed as u plus v by 2. I could have calculated the same value for average speed by total distance upon total time. Total distance कितना travel किया है कार ने यहाँ पे 1.25 और total time कितना लगा है 0.5. तो I can do it this way also. Average speed का जो formula हमने किया है शुरू में which was total distance upon total time, you can calculate using that as well and you get the same answer. Total distance is 1.25, total time is 0.5. So dividing, you will be getting 2.5 meter per second. So object has been dropped from 29.4 meters and you have to calculate the time it takes to hit the ground and the velocity with which it hits the ground. Okay, now since the object has been dropped, initial velocity will be taken as 0. Okay, now using the third equation of motion, v square minus u square is 2as. I am substituting the values. V square is what we have to calculate, u square is 0, 2 as it is, a की जगह आएगा acceleration due to gravity and s, that is the displacement, is the height which the object has covered, 29.4. Okay, so I have substituted g always negative and height, since the object has been displaced in the downward direction, so I have taken negative 29.4. Okay, so simplifying this, v square is coming out to be root of 6 into 9.8 whole square. Okay, so when I take the under root, I get two roots, positive and negative. I select the negative root. Okay, why? Because the object is moving in the downward direction. So I have taken the final velocity as minus 9.8 root 6 meter per second. Now we have to calculate also the time it takes to hit the ground. So I use the first equation, v is equal to u plus at. Okay, v we have just calculated, negative 9.8 root 6, u is 0, a minus 9.8, t is to be calculated. Okay, so looking at the common terms and cancelling out, we get t as root 6 seconds. So this object will hit the ground after root 6 seconds with a speed of 9.8 root 6 meter per second. Negative direction, क्योंकि downward direction में आ रहा है, इसलिए v we have taken as negative. All right. Example 10.3, page 136. It says that an object has been thrown up and it reaches a maximum height of 10 meters. You have been asked to calculate the velocity with which it was thrown up and the time it takes to reach the maximum height. Okay, so acceleration, that is acceleration due to gravity, we are taking as negative 9.8 meter per second square. U and t are to be calculated and displacement or the height that has been covered by the object is given as 10 meters. So we know at the topmost point final velocity is 0. Okay, so using the third equation, v square minus u square is 2as. I have substituted at topmost point v 0, u is to be calculated, 2 as it is, a minus 9.8 and displacement 10 in the upward direction. So simplifying this equation, we get u as 14 meter per second. Now in the same question, you were asked to calculate the time to reach the maximum height. So we use the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Okay, v at the topmost point is 0. So we have put the value of v 0. u अभी हमने calculate किया था 14 meter per second और a को minus 9.8 लेकर we have calculated t as 1.4 seconds. So this object will take 1.4 seconds to reach the maximum height. Okay, and it will be thrown, it must have been thrown with a speed of 14 meter per second. So this is question number 13 from the back exercise. It says that an object has been thrown up with a speed of 49 meter per second. You have to calculate the maximum height it reaches and the time it takes to come back to the earth. Okay, so that means total time of going up, time of ascent plus time of descent, time of coming back. You have to calculate the total time. So first we will calculate the maximum height it reaches. For that we use the concept that at the topmost point the final velocity is 0. So using the third equation, v square minus u square is 2as, putting the values, v square is 0 at the topmost point, u square is 49 square, 2 as it is from the formula, acceleration due to gravity minus 9.8, and s or the displacement or the height is to be calculated. Okay, so rearranging the terms and cancelling out the common terms, we get the displacement as 122.5. So that is the maximum height this object will reach, okay, when it is thrown with 49 meter per second. Then in the second part of the question, you have to find out the time it takes to come back to the surface of the earth. Now in case of free fall, we know the time the object takes to reach the maximum height is same as the time it takes to come back. Time of ascent is equal to the time of descent. Okay, so we will calculate the time to reach the maximum height. Okay, so v is equal to u plus at. V is 0 at the topmost point, u is 49, a minus 9.8, and t is to be calculated. So rearranging the terms again, I found time to reach the maximum height is 5 seconds. So 5 seconds है throwing point से लेकर topmost point पे जाने का, plus 5 करेंगे हम वापस आने का, time of descent. So total time of throwing the object up and catching it back is 5 plus 5, 10 seconds. Okay, in such questions you have to keep in mind that time of ascent is equal to the time of descent.